Spending hours attempting to kick a ball into a goal doesn't seem very exciting, but the satisfaction you get when it finally goes in is second to none. Let's have a look at 10 of the craziest trick shots no one thought were possible. Starting off with the most satisfying way of scoring goals. It feels amazing when a long shot clips the inside of the crossbar and bounces into the goal. This might seem like an accident or just a lucky coincidence, but it is actually a skill that can be practiced and developed. And considering how accurately some football players shoot, it wouldn't be a surprise if these types of goals were on purpose. If a goal like this can attract Florentino Perez to sign James Rodriguez, it's definitely a very important skill to have in your arsenal. Yeah, James Rodriguez scored this banger and got a contract at Los Blancos as a reward. Perez even admitted it himself, but it's not as impressive as combining parkour and football to create one of the best trick shots on the internet. This guy scored the best penalty humanly possible. The backflip was in itself sick, but flicking the ball one way and then the other? No keeper would be able to save that. He did touch the ball twice though, so it would probably be disallowed, but still, imagine if someone did this during a game. And if a backflip goal is great, this save is completely absurd. This goalie is an answer to that penalty. He just did a backflip and the goal and kicked the ball away like it was nothing. Think of the perfect timing and execution that is required. These skills should be featured in an anime series because they're outrageous. But scoring across the street is a completely different ballgame. Scoring a goal from a rooftop is such a random achievement, but everyone wants to do it at least once. These guys actually did it and the footage is crazy. They invited Neymar to take on the challenge of scoring past the boulevard, and the guy actually did it. That's a massive shot, and he completed it so effortlessly. There's a reason he's one of the highest paid footballers in the world. He should probably be careful though, he wouldn't have to end up like this guy. Don't end up like this guy. If you think that was impossible, imagine if Neymar couldn't see where the goal was. That's what Juan Mata tried when he took on the blindfolded penalty challenge. This guy was so good, he had to accept an absurd challenge just to challenge himself. How on earth can someone score a goal if they don't even know where the ball is? It's not easy at all. Just look at these guys trying and failing the same challenge Mata aced. One thing's for sure, they definitely should combine the last two challenges because that would definitely end up with someone falling from the roof. Those trick shots were good, but they're of no use in a real football game. This one though actually happened in an actual game, and it wasn't just any game either. Sweden's Zlatan Ibrahimovic did this against the English national team, and it's still unbelievable to watch. A bicycle kick from that far out, chipping the goalkeeper and ever dodging the player on the line? How did he even do that? Yeah, he's a Taekwondo black belt, but still, he was 30 yards out and upside down. And just to show how impressive Zlatan's goal is, here's what would happen if you don't know what you're doing and try the bicycle kick. Ouch. You will definitely not want to watch that back after the game. Just like goalies hate to watch themselves getting beaten by free kicks like these, because, well, keepers know someone's going to shoot from long range and they even have a wall of players to help them. But when the free kicks are as good as these, they have no chance of getting anywhere near them. And those weren't even the best free kicks out there. The best free kick taker was so good he could curve the ball around two walls and score. Roberto Carlos's freakishly long run-up would make you laugh if you didn't know what was coming next. He put so much power behind the ball, and it still curved, as if it were a volleyball. What did he eat for breakfast? But that skill doesn't even make the top 3. That's how crazy the top 3 actually are. At number 4, this trick shot is the combination of snowboarding and the perfect volley. It involves juggling the ball and launching a disgusting volley into the goal. The only problem is, you have to be close to the goal to be able to score a volley goal. And to get a chance to do that, so many things would have to fall into place perfectly. Ronaldo, it seems, is the only one trying to pull this one off, and he's been trying ever since he began professional football. From his time at United to playing at Italy, he's been juggling the ball in and around that penalty area, but never really got the chance to score a goal. He even talked Nani into practicing it. Look at how Nani took the Arsenal players for a ride and completely embarrassed them. He didn't get to shoot at the end of it, but if he was anywhere near the goal, he would have gladly let one loose. Or if you're too lazy to try and dribble past players, you can just do this. Goalkeepers these days are told to be the 11th outfield player as much as they can, and with players trying to be as high up the pitch as possible, attackers often catch them off guard. That's exactly what happened when Rooney spotted the keeper off the line and pinned one over him and into the goal. The only problem is that hitting the target from halfway down the pitch is harder than you might think. Mastering this trick shot takes a lot of practice and hard work, but once you have it down, keepers can never relax. But compared to this next one, shooting from the halfway line isn't that difficult. Tired of seeing defenders block your shots? Well, how about using them as a tool to fool the keeper? Deflected goals are pretty rare to come by, but if you think about it, deflections are the easiest way to make sure you score. You just have to make sure you get the perfect deflection to completely beat the keeper. And imagine if someone manages to develop the skill of always getting the perfect deflection. If practice makes perfect, it should be possible to do it, right? The goals might not be very glorious, but scoring them would be so easy. It would be so cool to look at, but not as cool as seeing players use the Therabona during professional games. It's not as complicated as some of the other tricks, but every time a player uses it, something special happens. Neymar is one of the players known for using it on occasion. He's so good at it, he even controlled the ball once using a Therabona. He's pulled off so many Therabona corners throughout his career that it's not even a big deal for him. And it's not like he's footed, Neymar's left foot is actually pretty good. It's just his obsession with showboating that makes him try these skills, and they're always a pleasure to watch. But the best Therabona in recent history was the one Eric Lamela pulled off against Arsenal. The North London Derby is one of the heated fixtures in the Premier League, which makes Eric Lamela's goal even more mind-blowing because the amount of players he squeezed it through was outrageous. He even won the Puskas Award for that goal. That's how important trick shots are in football. And hey, even if they're not used in an actual match, they're always fun to pull off and every player should have them in their repertoire. Don't try to score off the rooftop at home though, it's probably not very safe.